What is the most funnest thing
The most funnest?
that you did in the past month since we've not recorded?
Most
You have to answer.
Most funnest.
Yes.
God.
Most
I wanted
smartest.
to be grammatically incorrect to bother Peter. So
It does.
That's what I did.
It does bogger me.
Wait,
Bogger.
when was a month ago?
I don't know.
December.
When was the last time we recorded?
15th.
I think it was December 18th.
Yeah.
It was somewhere around there because
So
that
it
was
was
the last
about a
time we
month.
did any of our other shows.
Our last show dropped on December 19th.
Dropped.
Okay, cool. So it hasn't been a full month. I finished watching the Harry Potter movies.
Did you like them?
I liked Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Oh, yeah. That's a good movie.
But I did make a deal with Lara that I don't have to watch them for a long time because I would keep pausing them and I'd be like, that didn't happen in the book. They're missing this part from the
You're
book.
one of those people.
I am.
You just
But-
gotta enjoy it for what it is.
Oh, I started crying when McGonagall is like getting the statues to defend their school, and I started crying.
Part
Oh,
one is
gosh.
pretty long and kind of slow and boring.
It's a little bit like the book
Yeah.
because, quite frankly, the
Nothing
first
really
half of the book
nothing
is
really
like,
happens.
oh, we're walking in the woods looking for a horse.
I always
That's
hate
nice.
when they do that with movies where I know they had to, but I always hate that because like the climax of the book is at the end. So the first movie's always going to suck.
Well, yeah.
But okay, what did you do? Did you watch
What did you
watch
do,
8?
Joss?
Did you watch 8 really long movies? So exciting.
No, I had no time for fun, but from December 7th until Tuesday night, my 15U team hadn't had a regulation loss.
Okay, that game I
Jeez.
watched of your team, who scored that literally
That
top
was
shelf
Lauren
goal?
Lang.
Right at the that was such a good goal.
I know. Yeah, well, we ended up playing that same team for a championship 10 days later at the same rink and lost to them in a freaking shootout. In a shootout.
What team was that?
Wyzetta.
Wyzetta. That was so fun.
The
like
rivalry
I literally
is like so good.
I ran down because I normally run down with like 2 minutes left, and as I was running down, she scored that goal, and I was like, I could have got a video of that. That was such a sick goal.
I know. I've already clipped it. I already rewatched it. So yeah, no like traditional fun, but it's been super fun being behind the bench of this hockey team.
Yeah, it's just not at the super rink.
Our 2 regulation, yeah, like right. We're getting sick of the super.
Not
rink.
versus
Put it down. I could
Wyzetta.
probably file my taxes at the freaking super rink for 2026 at this point. Like, anyway.
What about you? Got to tell us what the most funnest thing you did.
I should really come up with an answer to my own question.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you put a lot of pressure on me.
I don't know. Probably Christmas. That was fun.
Wow, that was a blanket.
I should have. I scored my first 2 goals. That's fun.
Yeah,
That is.
Well, you
That's
I
super
feel like
cool.
you had scored by our last talk because
I hadn't.
you had not.
No.
Okay, so that's been since. Oh, nice. Okay.
I scored one with my right hand and one with my left hand.
It turns out Kayla's
I
ambidextrous.
switched hands, and also I thought, like, I felt in my head, like, wow, that was so athletic. And then I watched the live barn.
Don't watch it. Don't watch the
I watched
highlight.
the live barn, and I was like, wow, I didn't even show anyone the second goal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't
it
get
was
an
a
email. I didn't get a
breakaway.
text.
It was a breakaway goal. And I was like, wow, I felt like so like athletic when I did that. And I watched it back and I was like, that is worse than any child I've seen skate. My legs are stick straight. Someone needs to tell me how to do that. I don't know how to squat when I skate.
You got the expert right there.
I need to get
The
best
Jossie's
skater I've ever
coaching.
seen.
I probably have video of me telling you to get lower.
Oh, 100%.
I probably have multiple
feel
nights of
like
video.
I'm squatting though, and then I see myself, and I'm like, "That is a toddler, it's like a
There's
baby
a full
deer,
90-degree
Toddler.
bend, full 90-degree bend at the hips.
a baby deer."
There's no way around. I'm top of the mount. I'm queen of the mountain. My cup running over. I already told ya. I'm moving fast. You live in the past.
It does feel good to be back, though.
It does. Although I do have a bone to pick with you.
Please do.
Why have you not opened your Christmas card?
I don't know. Where was
This
that?
is a Christmas
I
card.
was gonna say, did she know it was
There's
there?
no address on
I
it.
found it, yeah, because I left them in here for you and Olivia and Kayla.
Mine was stacked in a pile, and someone had to find it for me.
What?
I
I left them on a table right here.
And here I thought I got no Christmas cards
I
all
got you
year.
a Christmas card.
Hey, I sent you a Christmas card.
Yeah, that's from a month ago.
I know.
So I texted you
Oh,
guys.
thank you.
I texted you guys and I said at the office like late night or something. And yeah, that was when I dropped off all the Christmas cards.
Wait, I wasn't on that text string.
So there's pictures
He
of
didn't
Laura
send
and
a
I,
text
and then
because he
there's
definitely didn't send one to me either.
bullshit.
See,
Go
this
look
is-
it.
Go look
See,
it up.
This is the thing. Like, you got to go to the beginning of the clip and start looking at the original breakdowns. You can't just blame like the last player
Yeah.
back. So let's rewind the tape a little further.
Rewind the tape.
Was there a text
I'm
string?
rewinding the
Was
tape
there a
right
text
now.
string?
Yeah.
Who was on
So Tuesday, December 23rd, little Christmas pod action, and there's a picture of the studio.
Oh.
And that night, I dropped off all of
Did
our
you
Christmas
say
cards.
that there are Christmas cards in the office?
No,
for us?
I
No,
thought
but I
you
put
wanted-
so that table was right here, and I put all three of them on the table. Olivia got hers.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what
see
the
now.
hell you
Someone
guys
else
are
piled-
doing.
someone
very
else piled-
unclear.
I found
now
mine
I
under
see.
that.
I
You
don't
see
know.
that stack of paper?
Now
over
I
there?
see.
That's where mine was, underneath.
Oh, I
it.
wonder who put it there.
Oh my God. I thought you just wanted to record a pod, and I was like, sure.
That's
God,
what. Yeah,
no.
that's what I assumed.
I was in the office with Laura.
I'm
and
like,
Laura was
yes,
pacing
please.
around, like,
By December
end of
23rd,
this.
I was so desperate to see you guys and talk hockey nonsense. I was begging for it. And
No,
now here
I
we
just
are,
dropped off
3
Christmas
weeks
cards.
later, finally with headphones on.
Back. We're back, baby.
We're back like the McRib.
back. Is the McRib actually
and
back?
Chi-Chi's.
No, I just like tying a little red thread through most of our episodes.
What
Yeah,
is
we
it?
talk
Hold
about
on.
being
a red thread.
like a string
Like
connecting
a common
you.
theme. AI says that the red thread in writing is from the Swedish road trot, which the central unifying theme that or argument that connects
Are
a
you
text.
using-
So basically, she's saying our central unified theme
We're back.
is the McRib.
yeah.
Is the our road trod is the McRib? Are you using
we guide the
ChatGPT
reader
as
through the
No.
author's logic from start to finish, ensuring coherence and preventing them from getting lost, which is why we reference the McRib.
We do have some hockey news to get into. We will give you an update here on the Professional Women's Hockey League. The Frost 4-3 since our last episode. Does that sound correct?
Okay, so did they win last night? I didn't even get to see what they did last night. I
See,
knew they were
let's
2-4 since December 20th.
Okay.
They are. Wait.
They were tied for second yesterday, so
Yes,
I'll
they're
bet you
technically third in the rankings because of their overtime loss. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
They're third in the rankings for some reason, and I can't figure out why.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like I
what are the-
was
but
writing down their
their
record.
their
and then
points
I thought,
are the
shoot.
same. Like
yeah, they're not really third though.
No,
they're tied for second.
They have five regular season or regular. I can't
Five
speak
reg.
today. 5 regular wins, 1 overtime win, 2 overtime losses, and 3 regular losses. So they're 6-5.
That would be so much simpler than 5-1, 2, and 3.
I know. Like I feel
I know
like they
why
should
they
just
do
write,
it for points,
Yeah.
but gosh dang it.
Just write the basic first. Include them both.
Yeah. They did just finish a massive road stretch, so they'll have 3 home games coming up after they play, I believe, the Sirens tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you'll be at all 3 games, right, Cal?
Not the second one. The one on Sunday because we have a tournament, Squirtacular, next weekend.
I don't even want to think about that. I don't want to think about that.
It's on
at all.
Sunday at 2.
I'm
which
gonna
is
be
right
back
when the
at the Super
championships
Rink.
happen.
That's gonna be
You
like my
are. You're gonna be
6th
back at
weekend
the
out of
Super
7
Rink.
at the Super
Oh
Rink.
no,
That's rough, dude.
I feel bad for you.
Okay,
I also feel bad.
you guys, the Frost have 4 of the top 7 players in the league for scoring, with double-digit scoring numbers, 10
Okay.
plus. Curl has 13; she's leading the league. Coin at 12, and actually, like I said, I might not have last night's numbers, but Panic has 11 and Heisey has 10 points. So 4 of the top 7 scorers in the league.
They also have 6 Olympic. Yeah, like they have 6
Team-
people
yeah.
on the roster for the
for,
Olympics.
for Olympic teams,
Yep.
They have other Olympians, like I
but
think
for other
other countries.
yeah, like Denisa Shishova is on the Czech
Oh, you managed to bring up Denisa Shishova.
She's gonna be at my practice on Sundays. shout out, Denisa.
For a
That's
second, I
sick.
thought you were going to say she's going to be at my birthday party.
I wish.
She's going to be at my birthday party. 5 forwards, 1 defender, including the 5 leading forward scorers, who will be meandering off to Milan to play at the Olympic ice, which is apparently finished.
They
Almost
did have a
finished?
test event there.
They had a test event and they said that people can't even read the score because the scoreboard in the center is so small.
Yeah, they've got some more
Oh,
time to
man.
pull it together, but not enough. I saw an interesting article from Ian Kennedy. He was giving a perspective of who's rising and who's not kind of hitting the mark this season. And Curl and Panic were on his who's rising list.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
outperforming
Panic.
kind of what you're expecting for the season. Fillier was a number 1 on his where you at list.
Couldn't be a Frost player. We all know where they're at.
Well, yeah, they're doing pretty well. In Montreal, Rock and Pooh are on a heater.
Rock and Pooh, the dynamic duo.
They have 12 and 10 points respectively, but actually Abby Rock has not been like a major offensive threat in most of her career, and
Okay.
she was traded to Montreal. She's on a line with Poulin, and they're doing really, really well together.
Oh,
I think
it's Poulin.
Abby Rock just got a game misconduct or something for an elbow to the head.
Oops. There's plenty of that going on in that league.
Yeah.
Because they're not like they're getting allowed to play.
More.
Yeah, they
not
don't. They just
violently,
don't
but-
have a lot of experience, but they'll get better at that.
So it's Poulin. It's not Pooh.
Yeah, no. but
Okay, I thought
That's
there
what
was
they
actually.
call her.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
I thought you were.
you thought
I
was.
thought you were referring to a player whose last name was Pooh.
Oh no, it's short for Poulin.
Okay.
They call her MPP or Pooh.
MPP or Pooh. I feel like MPP is
a better
is
nickname.
as
Yeah.
opposed to Pooh. Unless you're thinking of Winnie the Pooh.
Yep.
I don't know.
Agreed.
I self-proclaim to be the biggest Marie-Philippe Poulin fan in the world, and
That's right. You don't even know her
In
nicknames
the world.
on
I'm
the
so dumb.
small interconnected online social media groups that I follow. Get real.
these niche Reddit threads that you're on.
Okay, the Charge are on a 6-game heater.
A eater.
Or they were on one, actually. They lost to Montreal on Tuesday. But also they've got a couple more games than some of the other teams. So
Yeah.
they're a little bit of an inflated 17 points in the standings right now. Boston is the current league leader with 23 points. Although they haven't been doing so well. Like they must have had more. They aren't winning as much right now. They have Frankel, who is just on fire, but
Oh, yeah.
but after a series of losses, they put in Levy for 1 game. And now she's got the top goals against average in the league. And Boston also rocks with the top penalty kill in the league, 96%. So Boston's the team to beat right now.
Frankel's also an Olympian.
She is also an Olympian.
Okay. So I know we already said 6 Frost players are on the Olympic roster. Can you guys guess what the other team or program is
That
With
has
the
that
most
has the
players?
second most players?
2.
Current
Isn't
players?
it 2?
No. So the next team or organization that has
Probably the Wisconsin Badgers.
damn it.
Oh.
4 Wisconsin
I was thinking
Badgers are on
PWHL.
the-
And
No,
I
that's
think
why
one
said
Wisconsin
some
Badger
program.
probably
Yeah,
got
that's
snubbed a
awesome.
little too.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Who would I've liked to see? Who did they leave off? Was it Eden?
It might have been.
I think Lacey
'cause I
Eden
know
got left off and-
Edwards is on there. McNaughton is
Sims
on there.
is on there.
Yeah.
Harvey's on there.
Yeah, that would be.
So
the
I think
4th.
Eden got left off, which is fine. I don't think there's anybody I would have said put Eden on over, but Eden had a strong showing in the rivalry series. So maybe expect to see her in 4 years. But yeah, I'm not surprised. I think the Gophs have a pretty good representation as well.
I think they
3,
have
2?
1 player.
Oh, because Primerano didn't get picked because no NCAA players got picked for Canada.
So Abby Murphy is the only University of Minnesota player on the Team USA roster.
But they don't they have 1 or 2 going for other countries?
They might for other countries.
No
right now.
Canadians.
I'm only looking
No
at the
Canadians.
Team USA roster.
Okay.
They might have somebody for Finland or Sweden or whomever.
Okay.
But Abby Murphy, the lone University of Minnesota player on the Team USA roster, I'm pretty sure all of us saw that incredible goal where she flipped the puck up and then knocked it down between the skates and then one hand passed it over for the one-timer. That was sick.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Is she the most
So
marketable woman in hockey right now?
I mean, she's definitely having like a really good 4 months.
I do see
Yeah.
her way more often than I see other people on social media. Like just her moves,
Her
I think,
highlights,
are
yeah.
very.
Yeah, her highlights are good.
Yeah, they're like very marketable because they're like, wow, that was crazy.
She's a
It's
highly
not like a
clippable
regular
hockey
goal.
player.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was an assist that she made, and it was one of the most viral hockey clips I've
But she
seen
had
in a
another
while.
goal where she went through
Another- yeah,
somebody's
there was-
skates.
Yeah.
And, oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's
Well, she's
Definitely
on a
marketable.
score, like she's on a scoring frenzy. In her last several series, or
Yeah,
like
her
since
point
January,
total's nuts.
she's leading the league in goals, but also penalties.
Which is pretty much
Minnesota
par for the course.
leads the league in penalty minutes. So, anyway, we'll see. And now she'll miss a fair amount of her WCHA season for the next several weekends. But
She will, but in terms of marketability, I think that's good for her because she'll play for Team USA. And if she manages to pull off a move like that against Canada in the gold medal game, which I'm just guessing is going to be the gold medal matchup,
yeah,
she'll be all over the place.
yeah. I mean, I don't think she would. I don't expect to see her to try that in, like, against a Canadian.
Why
team.
not?
I mean, I feel like I don't know if that game is going to be a faster game than the Minnesota MSU game, and she's maybe not going to have that same. I mean,
Maybe. I think it would be cool if she tried it, though.
it would be cool if she tried it, but I just don't know that the girls trying stuff on the international stage are the ones that finally make it, right? Like they're,
Okay.
you gotta know the time and place. Like you're not just pulling out mishies out of nowhere, right? Like you gotta.
I get what you're saying. She also might try it in a game and fail miserably, and somebody, like Hillary Knight, might say, "Hey, Abby, don't do that."
Here's the thing,
anymore."
though. It's not like a dumb skill to try. I mean,
No,
to be able to
sometimes it's
just
the right
juggle the
move.
puck above the defender's stick. Like, I mean, a lot of times, like, if you're getting, there's a lot of ways that you can juggle that puck if you've got high skills. And so it's not like that was some miraculous move that nobody's tried before. I see that in the NHL. I see that in college. And it is a highly skilled play, but it's a little bit of a showboaty play, too. So you're trying not to be too showboaty like through your career, and she's at a place where she can be in her 5th year of NCAA hockey against MSU, and unfortunately that D maybe didn't play that the way maybe a senior NCAA D defender would have played that play, but Abby's shifty, and so she's going to get away and be allowed to kind of showboat a little, but I guess I don't expect to see that as much in a more high stakes game.
Fair enough. I got one more question about marketability. I'm going to go back to something that Kayla said off air, some inside baseball, about wanting another team to win the Walter Cup so that they can use another player besides Kendall Coyne Schofield in the marketing material.
Okay, well here's the thing.
I think
though.
it's hard. I think it's just hard for their branding because, like, you want to use those pictures of the
Oh,
cup.
yeah. It's
So
not
you don't
like a
want
vendetta.
Purple.
It's not a vendetta against Minnesota
Yeah.
or Kendall Coyne Schofield. You just like to be able to splash a different color.
You
on
also
In year
want
three.
your league to look competitive. You
Yeah.
don't
Okay,
want,
speaking
and
of which,
it's just
speaking
that
of
they
which,
win.
Yeah, like interestingly, right now the Golden Eyes are bottom of the league.
Oh,
and Seattle's
that's what I
bottom
was
of the
gonna
league,
bring up.
and they were supposed to run away with the league.
I thought
Minnesota was supposed to have been devastated by loss, and like
and you thought, like, when they got all those really good players,
They
you're
were gonna
like,
just
you're like,
run away
oh,
with
they're gonna be really good. And now I saw that Seattle.
I mean,
that
they have, like,
Seattle,
a couple
Minnesota game.
wins.
It
Yeah.
was not. It was not.
so both those
even
two new
game.
expansion teams are at the very bottom of the rankings.
Yeah.
Right now Toronto has the worst power play at 8%, but that's about the only thing that's about the only thing that's worse than the like overall stats of the two new teams. And I was going to say there was a lot of takeover tour games recently. So like with Grand Casino Arena booked up for World Juniors, like there's no Frost Home Arena. So some of these teams started on this takeover tour over the course of the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And turnouts were really low over like the trends over the 3 seasons. They were the lowest we've seen. And in markets where they were really hoping to see a lot, perhaps Chicago, i.e. Murphy's hometown, and talked about marketability and where that, like maybe that's a place that she would be very marketable.
100%.
Numbers were really kind of not sufficient to justify talking more about Chicago right now from my perspective, or from the kind of media, women's media, hockey media perspective.
They sold out Halifax.
Right. And then, and they went back to Halifax for something again recently. So, I mean,
I think they had 2 takeovers.
They had 2 in a row. And then but there's something else even recently. I mean, maybe like a U18 or something else in the area, like more and more leaning toward.
The U18 Women's World Championships are in Nova Scotia. They're in Cape Breton.
They're currently going on. Yep. Yeah. Well, so anyway, that's a bummer. If you're thinking marketability in Chicago for Murphy, but I guess she's going to be marketable really anywhere after this Olympic season probably.
I still think Chicago is a natural place where they should look at expanding the U.S. PWHL
I've been
market.
saying that for two seasons of this podcast, and I would love to see it. But again, I think they're using a lot of data that makes sense, and it would have been nice to see them fill that Rosemount Center or whatever, which doesn't seat that many people. Although, again, it was a time of year. I think like throwing a bunch of takeover tour games during that time of year, as you see, like the Minnesota could barely fill Grand Casino or Bowl for the World Juniors, but it's like everybody's in the thick of hockey. I mean, my hockey team had like 18 games in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
or
there's
something,
high school going
Yeah.
on. There's youth going on. There's still some college going on.
So yeah, it's tough to get your normal, Chicago local crowd if they're all playing in tournaments or traveling for tournaments, and so maybe that's a scheduling conflict that could be considered when you're looking at filling these rinks. But overall, PWHL attendance is up like 20% year over year.
18% through 44 games of the season.
So that's a good
nuts.
thing for the league.
I think that's awesome. Like for the third year to be up in attendance.
No, that's
like
nuts
a really
and a
good
good
sign.
thing. 'Cause
No,
think
I know.
That was the question, I think, after the first year was, are you going to be...
is
keep
it
up.
sustainable?
Is it going to keep growing, or is it just a first year, this is new, here's a spike? But
the average attendance of all the games is 9,476. And if you want to look at that in like Grand Casino terms, that's like a pretty full lower bowl.
Yeah.
So like the last game I was at was a full lower bowl, and I think it was
which
about
is
9,000
fine.
something.
They do not have to sell out
No,
19,000
that's
seats.
amazing.
That's fine if they're not
Coming
selling out
from
the whole
someone
building.
who used to take pictures for the PHF, that's
couldn't put 15 people in
amazing.
Richfield?
Yeah. Hey, that Richfield arena was hopping every game.
Well, yeah, they sold beer. They sold IPA.
It was amazing.
That
I
place
love
could
that.
get-
I like that rink. I'm a Richfield fan. I
Really?
love that.
I've had
rink.
some of my best.
I just like the vibe of it.
some of my best section like semifinal games at
yeah,
Richfield in my
they're
career.
fun.
It's very intimate.
It's fun too. I'm a big fan of arenas that have full seating around the whole thing, and because they filled it, like
I bet it was
every
loud
game,
as shit.
it was so like PHF fans were really into the game.
Oh, I bet.
So it was fun.
Some of the gnarliest atmospheres I've ever seen have been Knoll games.
Oh, yeah.
At Richfield Ice Arena when the beer cart is going crazy.
And the dude from Texas with his flag and his mask shows up.
And somebody's dad who
Yeah.
may have visited the beer cart too many times makes his way all the way to the penalty box, to that little press area that hangs over, and starts yelling at an official. And I'm thinking, your kid is 20 years old and you're still doing the yell at the ref thing. All
See,
right.
that's why I like.
Okay.
That's why I like Fogarty too, because of the Knoll. I think those games are so fun.
They
Wait,
should,
what are
they should
the
move the Robertson
magicians?
Cup to the Richfield Ice Arena.
Yeah,
How
What are the
crazy would that be?
magicians that used
don't
to
think-
play at the Richfield home?
Yeah, that was the Knoll.
yeah, that was Knoll.
Oh yeah, those games are so
I would
fun.
go to a couple of
They
magician
were.
games.
They're fun.
My kids loved the magician games.
Did you see? Okay, I need to. If you haven't seen this, I need to send it to you. There's a girl getting interviewed in the penalty box during a game. I don't know
Okay.
what game it was. I think it was an NHL game. She's being interviewed, and the guy goes, "What do you like about hockey?" And she goes, "Violence."
Yeah, she's like a
And
baby.
She's like 7.
She's like a baby, yeah.
It was the cute. She sounded like a demon when she said it. Like it was really like the low voice.
Jeez.
It was so funny.
Hilarious.
That's nuts. That reminds me of the little kid fight at that AHL
Oh
game.
my god!
Wait, what the hell was that?
It was like a full brawl.
How? I mean,
Yeah.
like, okay.
I really wanted to know if their parents or their coaches told them to do that,
I think they did.
because that is like
That was way
not
too
how normal
orchestrated for
kids would.
8-year-olds.
Like the one kid started punching his own teammate.
Well, they're all from one team.
Oh.
They were just split into two groups for the
They're
little
doing it in
chippers
between
game.
periods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think that was high quality.
Well, when I saw I saw two kids tangled up, I thought, oh, that's kind of funny. They got into a legitimate beef on the ice. Like one of them started hitting the other one, whatever. And then all of a sudden I'm watching for a few more seconds, and a goalie comes out of nowhere and just tries
Drills
to
this
decapitate
kid.
some kid. That could have gone very poorly.
That kid went airborne like 4 feet.
That could have been so bad. And a couple of people pointed out, like, there are skate blades all over the place.
Well, that's the thing. Like, how lucky they were that nobody's got like lacerations, because those skate blades were flying. I mean, that was when I finally was like, this doesn't look good.
I got like mad at a
Too
TikTok
much.
the other day because this figure skater was showing like her blade on her skate, and she's like, "It doesn't cut you." She was like going like this with her hand,
Oh, God.
and all
Don't
the
show
comments,
people
all
that.
the comments are like, "No wonder people don't get cut in NHL games." I'm like, don't write that.
No, they
Don't
do.
write that. That's dangerous.
That happens.
Oh my God. I was at the rink when a kid got his neck sliced open.
Yeah, like
Who was that?
It was an Edina goalie like 2 seasons ago.
gosh.
It was terrifying.
I was at the rink when Tate Pritchard got his pinky almost sliced off. So
Jeez.
that was in a section final game, and his pinky, like, they literally rushed him to the ER. Like, things get cut.
Blades are sharp.
Yeah.
Well,
don't-
yeah, and now like with social media and stuff, like when people do get sliced, like you end up having to watch the video 40 times
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
without trying. I've had to make Twitter stop pre-playing the videos. Like, let me decide if I
Yeah.
hit play.
Give me some modicum
I
of
want
control
autonomy
over my
here,
algorithm. I
Elon.
want autonomy.
Don't make me watch these videos without
Autoplay of
asking.
videos.
Oh,
Yeah.
these days it's the biggest risk I take is
Just
just logging
watching
onto
videos.
X.
X the everything app. And watching videos.
Although I do it all the time.
Yeah. I hope people find us on X.
Oh, yeah.
At Youth Hockey Hub.
Okay, listen, Frost this week, they'll play Friday night, New York, which you talked about. There'll be 15 PW games between now and the Olympic break. Minnesota will play in 4 of them and host 2 of them at Grand Casino. That'll be the 25th and the 28th of January.
3 of them. They have
We
the
already played
16
in one of them yesterday. I did the research before the 7 p.m. puck drop last night.
Don't we have one on the? We have 21st, 25th, and 28th.
We're
at Grand
hosting
Casino.
the 25th and 28th.
We're the home team in 3 games in Grand.
Oh, okay.
Casino.
Yeah, my team. That's right. I'm taking my 15Us to one of them.
Okay.
We have a
Which
suite.
one?
The one on Wednesday.
January 21st.
Yeah,
or
we have a
28th?
suite we have the XL suite for that game. Yeah.
Wow.
So you're right. We're hosting 30 games, not 2. I was just trying to
30.
see if you were on your toes.
No, I was just thinking I have to be at this
You're like,
game.
shit.
So it's
Yeah, you're like, my
I
calendar
think
is
there's a
straight.
third one.
You're going to be at Grand Casino and everyone else is going to be in like Seattle.
You need to come back with a full report about game atmosphere. You should also
Game
try
atmosphere.
stuff at the concession stand and give us a report back on what's good.
It was pretty hopping
good.
in there. I literally was annoyed because I couldn't get through the crowd.
Oh, God.
I was like, God, I need to get to the elevator.
The horror.
There's
No.
like all these readers have become hockey fans now, showing up at the rink, clogging up.
Do you know
That's the
my
goal.
favorite term that came from this?
What?
They call NHL games the boy
Aquarium.
Because it's like a glass.
The thing is,
Stop it.
Some of
Stop
us have,
it.
some of us have known this
funny.
since 1983.
Oh my gosh.
It was our secret until these freaking
Our
writers
secret.
got involved.
Readers.
Readers and writers.
Readers and writers just ruining the
I
vibe.
hate that term so much.
The boy aquarium.
Boy
I
aquarium.
think it's really funny. I don't know why I think it's funny and cute.
I don't know. It's a whole different group of fans that are discovering the game that would refer to it as a boy aquarium.
That's what's
It's
cute.
the
It's like
readers.
go blue team.
I hope they enjoy the boy
PWHL.
aquarium, but I also hope that they learn to love the game.
Oh, I think
They do
I think
love the
they
game.
are.
The part where the guys stretch.
No, no,
The
no.
part where the guy takes his helmet off and squirts himself with water. Shakes his hair in slow mo.
Next week on Book Talk.
Okay, moving on. Hey, did you know that Canada chose to do 0 NCAA hockey players for their Olympic roster? What do you think about that?
I think it's got something to do with the boy aquarium. No, dude, I don't know. I think Canada's just got its pick of the litter, and I think they're just going with an older team.
Yeah,
I would have liked to have seen Chloe Primerano, but
she's super young though.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Are you looking at Team Canada's
Nothing.
roster?
Are you looking at the boy aquarium?
Yeah, just watching slow mo.
She's just over there watching the Boy Aquarium TikToks.
Stop it.
I don't watch.
I have not read these books or watched this series. I don't even know
Me either.
anything about it.
Don't have TikTok, and I definitely have not read those books.
Sure, Peter. That's they all.
We know you've got them on tape.
Books on
the
tape.
audio book.
He's a tape player in his car.
Heated Rivalry audiobook.
Oh God.
Peter he gets home and he just waits outside with his car running.
Sorry, Laura. I got to finish this chapter.
Is Heated Rivalry a book?
I don't. Yes, it is. It is.
Is it really?
What's
Okay.
not a book? Everything
You know
starts
those
as a
books?
book.
I'm gonna alienate people, but you know those books where there's like the cover is like two faceless people, and it's like very 2D graphics. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like a silhouette?
They're like romance books, but they're like I like can't handle those covers. Like, look at how bad the graphics
That
are.
is
Yeah,
so
those
bad.
are brutal. That was generated with AI.
Those books, I can't read them. I can't. I pick a book based off the cover partially.
So I read all my books on Kindle, so I don't ever have to like touch it or hold it or see the cover. Like I can actually just pick a book without
I
the
also
cover.
do that. Yeah.
I
So
don't
you
have
should
a-
read
I should
Heated
get a
Rivalry.
Kindle.
I don't know.
So you can read.
I read crime books.
Yeah, so do I.
I want like murders, like
Murder.
less love, more murder.
Less Boy Aquarium, more death.
I get plenty of Boy Aquarium in my
More
day
blood and
life.
guts.
I'm at the Boy Aquarium every day.
Yeah, we don't need to read about hockey. That'd be a little too much.
Yeah, I want to get home and find out who done it.
Yeah, that's probably a good place to call it for the professional women's segment of the Whoa Ho Po. You and Olivia King will break down everything college hockey.
Slay. I was trying to say that we were back like the McRib, but the McRib's not back.
Neither is the Shamrock Shake.
So, I
Not
mean,
yet.
I guess that doesn't change the fact that we're back like the McRib. It just changes what I mean.
We can, when the
not
Shamrock Shake
back.
comes back, we can bring that into the fold of things that are back.
Yeah.
And we're back.
And we're
And
back.
Don't
we're
worry, Dad.
Back.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I heard some of our listeners were like wondering about us. Mm-hmm.
They thought we disbanded.
What the band has been together the whole time.
The band has been texting.
The band has been
As I said,
very
the group text has
absent
been
from
the group
from
text has
this
been on
location.
fire. Yeah, it was like
a lot of stuff going on.
I was in and out of this location a number of times, picking up and dropping off stuff for tournaments.
We had tournament. We had Peter was gone for the.
But now Olivia's like on the tournament team too.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like your
She's
your
there.
media job is crossed over to tournament too, like which is amazing.
I love it. It's been fun. I did so many games in one day during the boys varsity tournament. And I was
Wasn't it like your birthday?
Yeah, it also was my birthday. But it was so funny. I got home one of the nights and my roommate was talking to me and I was just giving her like one word answers. She was
All
like,
done.
"Do you want to have silent dinner?" I was like, "Yes." I'm talking.
Can't talk.
I can't talk anymore.
Oh man. Was that to like give Tony relief because he runs out of his voice when he talks too much?
I don't know.
yeah. Were you interviewing people like after games?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
did color for a few of the games too,
Ooh.
and so that was really fun and really good practice for me.
yeah.
But the interviews were awesome, and I got so many in.
Yeah.
So like looking back at like the first one to the last one, I was like, wow, I got so much better from just that.
Nice.
There's so many games in like 3 days.
I
Yeah.
had to do an interview for the first time.
You
in
did?
Aurora Road. I'm not on the camera. It's just for our
Aw.
Friday Night Ice. But I had to ask her the questions, and I literally was like, I need way more practice if I'm ever gonna do that again. She didn't like some of them didn't want to answer like some of the questions, or they didn't have an answer, and I was like, I don't have any follow-ups for you.
You're like, if you're not gonna answer, I'm not gonna ask another
I don't
question.
have more questions. Peter gave me a list of
I
questions.
rest my case.
I ran out.
Well, it's also hard because they give you like one word.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It depends on the person you're interviewing. For
oh
sure.
yeah, like some of the high school kids you're like, are you media trained?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they're really, really good. And
Well, they
then,
kind of are because they're watching social media.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, you can.
well, you can tell if they watch hockey.
And
or
then
not.
Yeah.
some of them are like, they're like me in high school where they like didn't want to do speech class and they're staring at you like, I do not want to be here right now. And then what are you supposed to ask them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. One of the moms came out to me during the tournament, And she was so kind. She was like, "You're doing such a great job." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." She was like, "All the boys love you." Oh, God.
They will literally play harder to get the player of the game so they can get the interview.
She goes, "There was only one game that I missed because my pod ran late, and Tony had to do the interview,
And that
and it
boy was
happened
probably
to
like,
be
"Dang
that
it."
like that team's game." And she was like, "They were so disappointed that it was Tony." I was like,
my
"Whoops!"
God.
It was so funny.
I know.
I was like, "I'm sure it's just funny," because also I take it very seriously too. So it's like, I'm like,
No funny business.
no funny business.
Yeah, we're not
asking
messing
all the
around.
serious questions.
We're not. This isn't Bantam Elite League interviews.
Hey, your interviews were good.
Yes.
Okay, I guess we have hockey. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, no, well, it is exciting because it just seems like in the last 2-3 months, you're everywhere, and it's exciting. Doesn't it kind of seem like that?
Yeah, it
I
does
think it's
seem like that.
fantastic.
It's been really fun. It's
Yeah.
fun to be able to have so many awesome people in my corner that give me lots of
Well,
good
you're a
opportunity.
go-getter.
Yeah, you're working for
Yeah,
it. Too.
like-
You're not just
Voicing, here's the thing, you're manifesting it, but you're going to get it too.
and you're
Thank
working
you.
hard on things that some people don't think matter. Like those little high school interviews. Some people take that as oh, I just have to do this, but you're trying hard. So
I actually really
Yeah.
like those.
yeah, it's
I think
good
that-
practice too.
Oh my gosh, it's great practice, and I feel like the best way to describe it is some of those kids won't go play college, so this might be their
You're
only
giving them a-
opportunity
yeah.
to do this,
Yeah.
and they might actually think it's really cool. So it was cool that one of the moms, came up to me and said something, because I was
Yeah.
like, that's actually really nice. I like to do it, and so I feel like that reassures me.
Hey,
the kids
that's-
like it too, and it's
Yeah,
they
for
don't think
sure.
it's stupid.
I think that's how most of us work in this company. I started working in hockey with Lakeville South doing their media day because I liked giving them a media day where they
Yeah.
felt like stars or cool. It's fun to give kids those experiences.
Providing the opportunities.
Yeah.
because they might
Yes,
never get that.
Yeah.
And-
some of them would stop playing hockey right after
The
high
keepsakes.
school, so they get these fun little videos and photos.
Yeah.
and-
Even when I played in high school and I got to do it with you guys when my senior year, I never thought I'd play college hockey, and then we did that, and I had
the interviews.
the
and-
interviews and stuff. I thought that was so cool. I was obviously really shy and quiet and stuff, but those are things I remember. So now
Yeah.
it's cool to get
Well,
that
and now
to
look
do
like
that.
you want to be in broadcasting, sports broadcasting. That's so cool.
So it is
Full
fun.
circle.
Yeah, I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Go.
Awesome.
Go,
but,
Olivia.
yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a full day. Well, because I'm doing I'm excited. I'm doing sideline and pregame, postgame, everything for the 2 varsity games, and then I'm doing color for the Gopher women's game. I got that
Oh,
night
dang.
after. So I'm got a
Busy
Full day.
lady.
You better rest. Don't talk to your dad on the way up.
Don't talk to me, Dad. I'll be sleeping.
Rest my. What do they call them? Don't get
My nodules.
Vocal nodes.
Vocal nodules. Oh my
Hey,
god.
in Pitch
I
Perfect.
had vocal nodules for 2 of the last 4 weeks.
What? Good
So
thing
my-
we had nothing
Is
to
that
talk
what
about.
I was
Tony
gonna say,
gets every
yes.
winter?
After coaching 2 consecutive tournaments over 8 days and going to the chip in both tournaments, I could not talk.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Yeah,
surprise me.
let's talk about Edina 15U. I feel like Edina 15U is banging. Both of them.
All 4 teams, 15 A and B, are in the top 10.
That's nuts.
Never happened before.
It's awesome.
Wait, were you at the
He's not-
Icebreaker? Or was that just the
Just
other
the other
tournament?
team, just the A1 team.
He's
Okay.
not. He's not skimping you from the rankings like he did last
I
year.
think he pulled the governor off of my now rankings freaking handicap because we finally got to about where we should be. But the staff at YHH think we're top 10 too.
Oh yeah.
So we're doing something right. But we had to go play that same team in a championship, and we went through overtime and shootout against that same team in the next tournament the next weekend and lost.
Bummer.
Seriously.
But isn't so it's widely known that there's A1, A2.
Yeah, their Instagram page literally says 15U A1 baddies.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was a
A1
quiet.
baddies.
Oh,
Thought
the
it was
best
like
part
hush
about
hush
it,
there
you know,
in
the
too.
best part about it is it came up. I did a Minnesota hockey try hockey for free event about a week and a half ago. Actually, I taught Sydney Wolf how to play hockey. Anyway,
I love that.
at the end of the event, I was like bragging about my team in the tournament room at the Super Rink because I was also up there that weekend as well. So it's 3 weekends in a row. And I was like, yeah, we're the A2 team. I started talking about it. Turns out totally against the law. Like
I was gonna say that seems
totally against the rules.
Seems wrong.
Some association in Minnesota at the 12U level got fined $35,000
whoa.
recently.
For what?
For having a stacked, you have to have if you have two teams in the same division, same level of play.
Oh.
$35,000.
$35K was the financial punishment to that association.
That's a ridiculous.
Where
amount
does
of
that
money.
money go? Can I have that money? Can I start policing that?
Well, I mean, I
That
literally
seems
called the
ridiculous.
board.
Wait, so you just told Audie
liaison.
Dinah too?
I totally ratted them out. I called the board liaison like, heads up. You might be getting a call from Minnesota Hockey. I was unaware that this was against the law,
Yeah.
but we've been proudly stacking one team for 10 years, and they win every game for 10 years. I don't think, maybe 2 seasons they haven't finished number 1 in the league.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I
The
feel
other
like these-
teams only had 3 seasons with over 7 wins in 10 years history.
Wait, let's chat your goalies. I gave.
Oh, only one. The other one had 2 shutouts.
I should have.
But she already had 2 teddy
both
bears.
of them.
I know.
That's always awkward with.
You got
the
good goalies.
players'
We have
game
very
and
good
stuff.
goalies, but one of the things we've been working on is like, how do you tandem goalie? Because
hard.
sometimes one of you are going to get a spotlight that you both deserve, and sometimes your shutout's not going to get you the player of the game, and like sometimes like you have
Just look to Maddie Rooney and Nicole Hensley.
That's the
I
thing.
think they're like the best at
like
goalie
tandem duo.
tandeming.
I just think it's like so important. Whenever there's a goalie that's like the hottest goalie in the league, they're always a part of an incredible tandem duo,
Yeah.
and it's partly how their mindset is like. How do they feed
They're
off
so
each
good.
other?
They're such good friends normally. too.
Sometimes knowing like if it's your night or not your night, or just like a lot of stuff. So
Well,
our
even look
goalies-
at the Wild.
Yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
Wild always have a duo
Yeah.
that's on fire, but it's like so rare when you, if you don't have like it's hard to be a top team without like a tandem that works well, and not just skill
Yeah.
wise.
But
And
it's hard to navigate that as a coach too. How
Yeah.
if one's hot and I keep playing the hot goalie until it gets bad, and then I go back to my other goalie and their confidence is shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the
because I haven't
Boston's-
played them.
Boston's looking at that in the PWHL because Frankel was so hot, and then they got onto like a losing streak, so now they put their second goalie in, and so we'll kind of see how that works for them. But like, my 2 goalies, like I said, we've been focusing a lot on, at this level, you have to play them evenly, so I don't get to choose who is hot or who's not, at least. So you have to work so much more within the psychological component of goalie and how these
Yeah.
goalies show up each night because. Whether they're hot or not, they're gonna get their half the game.
I always feel like, well, at least my little brother played goalie too. He was like best friends with his goalie partner. I feel like as long as you take your wins as your wins and your losses as your losses instead of blaming it on the other goalie, I feel like it's important to like know that you're trying your best and like be happy for their wins too.
Yeah,
Because I feel like they're always, like, if you're a good goalie tandem, you're probably good friends with them.
and that's the thing. Like our goalies, literally, like they won't even come into the huddle in between periods. They just talk to each other. Like they're
She
giving
was
each other.
So
their-
cute. When I interviewed her, and then I was asking her questions, and she was talking about her goalie partner.
Oh.
Mhm.
She was like, usually it helps me reset. I talk to my goalie partner.
I
It
know.
was so cute.
So they've got some good stuff going on. Yeah,
So that's good.
our team's had a fun month or so
Yeah.
for sure.
And speaking of goalies, the WCHA has
3,
4
4.
goalies on the Women's Hockey Goalie of the Year watch list, which has been released. So Amelia from St. Cloud
That's who
State.
I'm missing.
Yeah.
Okay, Hannah Clark
Hannah Clark, Gophers, Ava McNaughton, Wisco,
and Eve.
and Eve Duluth, who Eve just had a crazy game
I know.
against Wisconsin.
Well, and that was right after
Wisconsin.
she got cut from the Canada rosters. We talked a little bit in the first segment about how Canada didn't pull any NCAA players for their Olympic roster, which we'll see.
I think that was an interesting move, especially after the rivalry series, and everyone was saying it's because Canada's old, it's because Canada's old, it's because Canada's old, and then they don't take any of their young girls.
Well, there's something going on in Canada right now, and maybe Hockey Canada is trying to like send a message to like youth associations in general or something like that with their new blueprint. But I think they think that it's going to take like a miracle roster full of heart and experience in order to compete with the United States in this particular games.
Yeah, and like they don't take Chloe Primerano, Gopher player.
I
who-
thought she is still a bit young anyway, but
she is young, but they played her so much in the rivalry series. So I was like, yeah, they're gonna take her, and then they don't take her, and then Eve, who you assume that they're gonna take, of course, for even like last year had such an insane year, don't take.
But even in an Olympic year, though, you still need to use the rivalry series as an opportunity to develop your younger international players. So Chloe doesn't have a platform to play. There's no juniors league. Like, they need to leverage the rivalry series opportunities for some of the younger players, even though they know they're not going to roster them. I was saying the same about, like, Lacey Eden, who had a strong rivalry series but isn't on the USA roster. It's like you still need to give her that international experience, even if you don't think she's ready for the Olympics. But I was thinking about that. A lot of U.S. players aren't getting on an Olympic roster until they're in their mid-20s or like early 20s. Like, it's not typical to get on a roster super young. But especially if you got people like Hillary Knight, she's in her 5th Olympics. So there's just not a lot of room for young girls, and they know that they've got the longevity to play. So it should be really interesting. I'm really excited to see.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see Murph at that level again. I mean, she went to the last Olympics. She was so young.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dang.
then
Okay,
she would have
can you
been about
answer-
19.
Can you answer me a question? Why was Taylor Heisey not on the last Olympic roster? Because it said it was her first Olympics, and I was like, dang, it's her first Olympics?
Well, probably because
Zummy
she
was on the Olympics last time.
and she was hurt last time, Zummy, but she was on that roster. But
was she young?
Probably.
Was she injured?
Heisey?
I was just kind of shocked.
No,
that
she wasn't
on there.
injured. She's just
young, probably.
I think also it's hard at that level because like those coaches are trying to curate, yes, the best players, but they're looking for specific things at that level because they can. It's like, I want this specific kind of forward.
They might have had more
And
Taylor
so,
Heiseys.
like she made it to, like the last cut,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, they just were looking for something different, I
But
guess.
she
at
would
that
have been
time.
pretty young. Because what is she now? 20?
She was
She's
still in
the same
college.
age as Grace, though,
But Murph,
isn't she?
yeah, she's the same age as Grace. So, but Murph was super young.
Yeah, that's really
at
young.
that point.
Yeah.
She was a freshman in college.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know she
So,
was on the last Olympic
She was
roster.
on that last roster, and now, I mean, rightfully so, she's on this roster.
I'm excited to see Taylor Heisey. I like watching her.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun that she gets to be on the Olympics. In the Olympics, I feel like that's like such a cool. I mean,
Oh, and she
that's just
deserves
so
it.
cool.
She deserves it. I mean,
Oh yeah,
she's waited
so
long
fun
enough.
to watch. Yeah,
So that'll be really fun. And the Gophers have 4 players, all on different national team rosters, like Murph, USA, Josefin Buvang, and Nelly, Sweden, Finland, and then Teresa Plasova, she's Czech. So
perfect.
They've
You
got quite
answered
a
our
few.
question from the first part of the pod because we were trying to figure out which
Which
Gophers were on
countries
Olympic
were these
rosters.
Gophers going to?
Yeah,
all different national teams. So that's
Cool.
kind of cool too.
that is super cool.
But no Canada.
No, Canada. So we'll
Close
see if that.
with Preemie, but
We'll see how that goes for them.
yeah, can we talk about Murph's goal?
And we did a little bit in the first.
No.
Just
episode.
because it was just so good, you can't not bring it up.
It was so iconic.
I love
Okay,
that.
wait. It was her assist.
It was her.
It was her
assist.
assist. But honestly,
The Murph show.
that was her whole show. I mean, like,
I mean,
yes,
if you look
finale,
at it, she
put
if
it
you
away, but oh my God.
If you take the clip and play it back, like take the clip back to the other zone, there's a whole sequence of events that occurred in order for that play to happen. But Murph gets the puck on the half wall or like at the dot in her defensive zone on that play, which is my favorite part about it.
She literally dribbled it through her feet.
Yeah.
There's like
also
no
think-
other way to describe that.
I also think like something like that is so, even if it's a showy move, like it's a little show offy, I think that's so good for women's hockey because like that was such a viral moment and people who don't watch women's hockey at all and are very sexist about it saw that and were like, dang.
Yeah, I got shared a
That's
lot
good.
for sure.
I think it was crazy because people who don't even watch hockey
Yeah.
were like sending me that. The people who,
Yeah.
and they're like, this is crazy. I'm like, yeah, you don't even
Although
watch
right
men's
now
hockey.
everybody
Yeah.
watches hockey, it feels like.
We know why.
Everybody's watching hockey because of a certain show.
That's what I'm hearing.
But 2 people in this room haven't seen the show.
Some of us are busy watching hockey.
If you know, you know.
It's
Which
just
is
more
Just close your
hockey.
eyes during the hockey scenes.
don't watch the hockey scene.
Boring. Too much hockey in my life already.
But that was like an absolute crazy assist. And then it was so funny to see so many people's comments be like, you could never do this in men's.
I
You
was
could never
just
do this
saying
in
that to
in
them.
men's hockey because they'd step and take the body.
People do that in men's hockey.
And then people were replying with like the one clip of like men's college hockey that it's been done before.
Yeah.
And they were like, what? They didn't take the body in this clip when it's been used before.
Yeah.
Like,
also,
was
they
like,
take
okay.
the body in women's hockey. That was the part that bugged me. I'm like, have you watched defenders in women's hockey? They'd still hit you. They don't full on check you, but they still hit you.
exactly.
Like, that's not. She just didn't do it in that moment.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Zwoyowski, who's the D in that
Yeah.
clip. Rough day. Rough day to be the right D on MSU, who happens to be an Edina girl. I saw her over break at the alumni game, but I guess, like I said, rough day to be Lauren.
I've been victim to the Murph Sports Center top 10
I was
before,
going to
so
say,
it's
You're a victim
It's
to
okay.
a lot of top tens because you're a goalie.
there's always 2 perspectives to every story, and right now,
I always
that
think
defender is
that.
wishing she didn't get mesmerized by that puck.
Yeah.
That's one of the problems I have with a tiered 15U program is most likely if you're a defender in the top program and you've gone through Edina and the top teams throughout, you're not challenged enough to like do the little things really, really well. And you can be a top defender on a medium level NCAA Division I team and watch the puck and get mesmerized by the puck, just like a 15U A2 player can in Edina. And so like those are the little things that I think tiering 15U teams, like, you know, you're not going to necessarily build as good of habits when your team's winning every single game. You're undefeated all season. You've got 250 goals for and 14 goals against all season. So it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. And the reality is no, that play doesn't get to happen too often because you have to be really good at juggling the puck if you're on the one side of it, but you have to hope that your defender's not going to make the right play in order to make that happen too.
and it is crazy that just that series in general. I mean, Mankato comes out first half, sweeps the Gophers, and then the Gophers, I mean, kind of answer back with 11-3.
But here's the thing,
victory.
it's on Abby Murphy's back. Like, what did she have, 8-9 points or something in the 2 games? Like,
Yeah.
Holy crap.
there's only been 4 games in the NCAA this season that have more than like 10 goals scored, and 3 of them are Gophers games. So 14 goals, 10 goals, and like 11 goals in various games. But in these games, she's scoring like 5 or 6 points.
Yeah. And I will say, like, Mankato did show up a little bit more on Saturday in the 4-3 loss to the Gophers.
Because they're a good team.
They are a good team, but, like, I was there, and it was definitely still, like, Gophers show. Like, it was a closer game for sure, but, you know, it was kind of like, here's Murph's show.
Well,
Mankato's like one of my favorite teams because I feel like I know all of their players from YG.
They have good colors. They're all
They're so
Minnesotan. There's so much
fun.
like
I
heart.
know. And they're also nice. Like when I interviewed all of them, I was like, oh my God, you're so
Well,
cute.
Mercury
and nice.
Bischoff is crushing for them right now.
Yeah.
She has 10 points, and I'm potentially a Rookie of the Year candidate, I think. And it's really fun to see these Minnesotans playing really well for their
Shout out
roster.
to her too, because I feel like people doubted her because she played an
We've
easy
talked
schedule.
about that. Yeah, like she's somebody who's kind of proving that
She did play an easy schedule, but she overcame.
she's a
that.
goal scorer either
Yeah.
way, no matter what you
Yeah.
look at. But so yeah, I'm secretly an MSU fan for sure. They got great colors too.
Yeah.
Well, and they're 5th in the WCHA, so it's not like, you know, I don't know. They have crazy points behind Duluth, but
Yeah, that's the problem. They're kind
above
of at the
St.
drop
Thomas, and they're, you
off,
know, like
safely
they're.
above St. Thomas.
So I don't know. We'll see how it all shakes out, especially with, people can pick up points as these Olympic girls leave.
It's going to be a really interesting couple of weeks. I think it's a shame that the league wasn't planning better for the series matchups that they organized, and I'm sure there's plenty of scheduling nightmare blocks, but like they've got some of the biggest league matchups during the Olympic break when a lot of players are missing, and I think that was an oversight by the league. Although I've talked about the opportunities it will bring for players that are in the background.
I'm excited for it, but yeah, I agree. I think that's tough. And it's going to make stats and standings, I think, a little bit crazy for.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, if you look at Murphy, and she's trying to fit in a bunch of points in the games that she's in because Caitlin LaMarche at Quinnipiac is right on her heels, and actually she's led the league most of the season until this weekend. And Quinnipiac's had some tougher competition compared to Minnesota's competition the last couple weekends. But yeah, there's plenty to shake up while a number of players are out of the country, and then these Canadian girls are still in the country. So, I mean, expect to still see the Gophers looking really strong, and this is a testament to what kind of depth some of these teams have. Although I think we did have a couple weekends in the last couple seasons when they did the college-only rivalry series to get an idea of where the depth lies, but I think some of these teams have really, really good rookie classes. There's definitely players in the league that are making an impact right now for teams like out east that are younger, so they wouldn't have been around during those series. So we'll have plenty more to talk about on that front while we're talking Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
But generally around the league in the AHA, I'm seeing PSU's at the top of the league. They've got nobody really close. The Tessa Janicki story with 32 points, and Katie Desa. She has 7 shutouts, 0.928 save percentage, and a 1.35 goals against. So, again, they're the AHA is the PSU story, the Penn State story. And then in the ECAC, Princeton is on an 11 game heater right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that they've sort of taken over the top spot in that league. And I noticed I'm looking at the U18 Women's Worlds roster, and I think there's 4 or more Princeton commits on that U18, the team that's currently playing in Nova Scotia.
Oh, yep.
So Princeton, the outlook is good for Princeton right now, but the competition in the ECAC is tight between Quinnipiac, Clarkson, Colgate, Cornell, and Princeton. And then Yale and Brown are on their heels. So Yale and Brown keep slipping in and grabbing conference points from these 4 teams that are competing pretty heavily. I think all 4 of those teams are in the top 20 in the polls. And then Hockey East is so boring. There's no Minnesotans. Northeastern and UConn are the only teams doing anything. So we don't even have too much to talk about Hockey East.
And Tessa Janicki is on the U.S.
Olympic
roster too. So
right, Penn State. Well, Penn State's got some
Penn
scores
State
that are quiet right now. I made a comment online when I saw the draft class projections, and I didn't like where I saw Caitlin Roberts or Maddie Christian. I made a comment, and since then they've been really quiet. But I noticed in the first part of the year here, they've been extra quiet while Tessa's leading the conference in scoring. But I think maybe we'll see more out of those players, those Minnesotans that score a lot for Penn State while Tessa's gone. In the NUHA, St. Anselm, Stonehill, and Assumption and Franklin Pierce are all battling pretty hard for the top spot. St. Anselm holds it right now, but there's a number of Minnesotans in the NUHA, many more than Hockey East or even ECAC. And then the WCHA. So as we know, the WCHA is a beast of its own. Murphy's leading the league in scoring right now.
And Uma is on the goalie of the year watch list too, as she should be.
Is Sedona Blair on it?
Let's look.
She would be probably one of the top producing Minnesotans from Hockey East.
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
Eden Prairie, Junior, New Hampshire.
So goaltending out of Minnesota is super hot. Who else do I have? I have somebody else that got a shutout. Oh, Sedona got a shutout over. So I did summit scores just for the month of January because I forgot what my job was or something between Christmas and now. So I just had to throw them all together. But I had to make 2 separate lists, one just for WCHA scores and one for the rest of the league. And they're even. So it was a little bit slower out east for Minnesotans, but some notable names. Taylor Bruschi, I haven't seen her name very much this season. She scored 3 times in January so far for Quinnipiac. And Lulu Rasinski in Maine. Maine continues to build and build and build. They, I think that's a team that we'll see more of in the next 2-3 years too. So watch out. Sam Brose at BU is on the Rookie of the Week awards for what would it be? AHA? No, hockey. She's a Hockey East Rookie of the Week. And there were a couple other out east. Oh, Jane Keel at Princeton. She had a Hattie in one of their big wins. They had a double-digit win.
Yeah. They've been doing so well.
They've been doing so well. I mean, their goals for is 10-1 their goals against in 4 of the last 10 games.
I'm excited to see their playoff run.
Okay, Sawyer Fleming. There's a Minnesotan name from Princeton that scored that I don't write her name a lot. Emma Hain had her first college goal for post, and it was a beaut. And then Olivia LaRoche, she's leading the league, the Newhall League. Wait, SHU, Sacred Heart University. That's AHA. She's leading that league in scoring goals. Anyway, so some fun names I don't usually see that have scored in January for the rest of the league list that I've got. If you want to see the whole list, go to our Twitter page, YHH's Twitter page. But in the WCHA, some same names are that we see Riley Bartz, Ella Berger, Chloe Boreen. But here's Kendra Distad, 4 goals.
I know.
What's up?
Huge.
What's up?
That was absolutely crazy, and it was so funny because Big Ten Plus was calling that game, and I always will listen to the broadcast in my ear, as I am watching. If I'm just there as a spectator or doing production.
Yep.
And they were saying Dystad.
No, who's saying that? Come on. Couldn't you text them?
I was like, oh my gosh.
Who does that?
But I feel like that's a name that we don't hear super often.
But you gotta that.
Up.
You're adding flair when you make it a long I. You're adding flair.
Oh yeah,
that's too much. You got to do the least, not the most. We need a little more doing the least around here for these broadcasters.
But yeah, what a weekend.
Yeah, that was exciting to have to write her name. Ava Guillemette, again, a couple goals for her, and so big weekend. Sloan Matthews at OSU, Michaela Moran, and a number of other names. But Shelby Sandberg, I haven't seen her name very much. She's a Bemidji State player. Ava Lindsay, she's doing really well, top 10 in scoring in the country, or the WCHA, sorry. Or maybe country.
I ran into her mom this morning at coffee, and they were, their youngest daughter plays for Minnetonka, and not youngest, but yeah, youngest daughter, I think.
That makes sense.
Their son is younger than her, I believe. I don't know. I get them mixed up. Which one's younger? But they play Edina tonight.
Oh,
Tonka
that's
versus
right.
Edina girls
it's a
varsity.
fill the stands situation. They're sending all the kids in their jerseys to try to create a ruckus behind the net.
So that'll be
a great game. Edina's getting some new girls scoring on their blue line. If you're Josie Nelson, you had your first 2 high school goals this week. Mm-hmm. That's pretty exciting.
So should be a good game.
Yeah, that'll be a good game. The 15UA2 team will be at the St. Louis Park Rec Center playing Minneapolis, so we won't be able to wear our jerseys and get in free.
Darn it. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
No, anyway, so that was basic WCHA, the gist of what's going on in the league right now. It's still obviously Wisconsin dominating in the points. They had a tough weekend. They just face a little adversity. Eve Gascon was trying to prove herself after being cut from the Olympic roster.
And technically that game is still, 1-1. Each team's
it's still a regulation tie.
But I think that shows a lot for maybe this second half and how Duluth could be. But in
Yeah.
that second game, like a 5-1 win for Wisconsin, they obviously came out and were like,
Yeah, don't
Angry and-
pipe down.
yeah.
And that's not the first time that's happened to Wisconsin this year.
No. So
You
it's
know?
not surprising or anything. And Eve is a great goalie. So it's huge
Absolutely.
for Duluth that they're going to get to keep her.
Well, during this, yeah, that'll be a big for Duluth to be able to keep her because that's one of these top goalies are going to be gone.
Well, Ava's going to be gone.
Yeah, like that's one of your yeah,
So we'll see how that shakes out. But
that'll make an impact.
Ohio and St. Cloud series kind of went as expected.
Although St. Cloud always getting out first.
I know.
They set the tempo in all of these series. They got the first goal in so many of these big matchups. So they need to figure out how to maintain that momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Build on it.
Yeah. I think the second half, we'll see. But, I mean, they're sitting at 7th in the WCHA right now.
I don't remember
I don't
the
know.
names, but I did see some girls signed in the signing window so far, or committing window or whatever, to St. Cloud. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Pretty soon Mira will have a full roster of her recruits, and so
I think that'll be big.
obviously she's doing well at getting them hyped up and ready to play because they're coming out ready to play. They're coming out setting the tempo and getting that first goal, and that's such a critical piece if you want to be really competitive. But again, then to see them they'll get the first goal and then lose 4 or 5-1 sometimes.
Uh-huh. And then the St. Thomas Bemidji series, honestly a little bit surprising to me. The Friday 2-1 St. Thomas, and then the Saturday 4-1 St. Thomas. I think the second game shows a little bit more of what I would expect, but the first really close. That's close.
The 3-1
and
or whatever.
2-1. That.
2-1.
That's close to, in my eyes, for a St. Thomas team that.
Well, they're a scoring team and offensive team, but Bemidji is one of the best defensive teams in the country.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not Bemidji has really opened my eyes this year. I think they're doing a lot better than they have in the past.
they literally they actually block shots. They actually they do so much defensively that if you're St. Thomas and you're not getting a ton of scoring prowess all season, it's tough to capitalize in those games.
Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to see them against the Gophers this weekend because I feel like it's always a good series in Bemidji for the Gophers because it's just a different environment.
One, I love that they've got several Minnesota transfers.
Oh, yeah.
And so they show up ready.
Mm-hmm.
They show up with a little chip on their shoulder a little bit.
So I am excited to watch that. I think it'll honestly be a pretty decent series.
You're probably right. I mean, Bemidji's they're the lowest team in the standings for WCHA.
Yeah,
right?
they only have 6 points in the WCHA compared to number 1 Wisconsin's
40.
41 points. So.
Yeah. But again, they are leaving it all out on the ice every series they play. So again, this should be a good series. Let's see if we can get some scoring from Isa Gettle and this Sandberg who's scoring and
Mm-hmm.
but if not, Minnesota doesn't always see such a tough defense.
No. Yeah, exactly. Bemidji just plays a different game than, Wisconsin, Ohio, and stuff. So,
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. And Murph, obviously, with her performance last weekend, forward of the week with WCHA, and then Bella.
That's her third in 4 weeks or something. 'Cause they didn't
Yeah.
even issue Player of the Week for 3 weeks in December.
I know, crazy. And then Bella, Rookie of the Week, Gophers, and then Ava, Goalie of the Week, Wisconsin, and Joy, Defenseman of the Week. So those are definitely all great players, well-deserved. I just can't get over that assist.
I know people are saying, can she just get into the freaking PWHL by now? And in some regards, not untrue. And who would, I think her own quote was why would I ever not play another year of college hockey? But there's no doubt the PWHL anxiously awaits her arrival.
Well, I just am so excited for expansion and hoping that they put a team in Chicago because how cool would that be to have her in Chicago?
And that was Peter's take. Like, is she not so marketable? Like, we need her in Chicago. I'm worried for Chicago. I'm worried that their takeover tour game it was a New Year's Eve game, I think.
Well, they're having 2 takeover tour games in Chicago, I think.
Are they having another one?
I'm pretty sure.
Hopefully, because like the current crowds at these games are double what they were over the break, and they did a bunch of takeover tours we talked about in the first segment. So it's like, yeah. Otherwise, maybe Abby Murphy can sneak like a 6th year.
March 25th. There's
March
another one.
25th.
That's what I thought. And rumor has it, like, everywhere there is a double takeover game is where they're expanding.
And I wouldn't
But
be
that's just
surprised because
rumor.
that's where you see Halifax, Denver.
Yeah.
It makes sense. And
Halifax
Chicago
would
should have-
be a surprise
Halifax
market to me, but
sold out their games for takeover tour, and
it's crazy.
Denver did too, I think. And
Yeah.
Denver was one of the bigger games because they have a bigger arena, I think. Do they have a
They
bigger
played.
arena?
I think they played right at the same, like the Avs arena, didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah, geographically that makes sense. And
Well, and that's what I think that's what they are trying to do is make conferences that make sense for travel,
Yeah.
right,
so
right.
it makes sense.
So it does make
Chicago would
sense.
be awesome,
Yeah.
I think. Like,
Well, it's a nice
so
team
cool.
for Minnesota too, because they don't have a lot. Well, we have whoever is in Canada.
I mean,
by
let's
us,
be honest though. Chicago might have Abby Murphy on it. Like we should be cheering against Chicago already, right? Like
I think I would like turn into a Chicago fan.
that's the thing. Like suddenly I'm gonna buy a Chicago P-Dub jersey.
Like, I think
Wait a
I'd
minute.
have to.
What's the
I
status
am
on
like
getting
loyal to a fault of Minnesota teams. Like I don't care what team you are. I will not be a fan of a different state.
What's the status
I'm like
of
a
getting Abby
person
Murphy
fan.
into one of these chairs?
I'll be an Abby Murphy fan.
Oh, she said yes already.
That's the thing. I have like 5 people who said yes, and it's like, well, yeah, they say yes, and then
you
what?
need to schedule them.
Well, that's
But
what
you
I'm
should
saying,
see my
Jossie.
freaking text threads.
I should have just brought her in this week because of all the press around the goal.
That's what I was thinking. Where is she? Can we get her in here?
Yes.
Next
she already
week.
said yes.
Next week.
Jossie's in charge of scheduling.
No, I literally hired you to be in charge of scheduling, and now you're on
She
K-Fan.
hired you.
Now she's on K-Fan. I'm like, I brought her here to schedule guests from the NCAA for me. Now she's on K-Fan.
You need to say, hey, I want this person this week, and I will get them.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we got to get her before she goes away. When do you think she's leaving? Think we can get her like in next week?
Get her.
Yeah.
Get her here now.
Now.
Get her on the phone.
All right, somebody call Abby Murphy's people.
Have her people contact our people, and
We're-
our people is.
I
Olivia,
guess I'm
apparently.
her people.
If she's
I'm
busy,
her people and our people.
if she's busy, we'll just interview the stick. We'll take her hockey stick.
It'll just sit.
We need
The tool.
something.
The tool.
Oh, Jossie.
Anywho.
You're supposed to leave like 6 minutes ago. So
I was just looking at the time.
Yeah, I was talking about Youth Hockey Up, though, yesterday on them.
I haven't gotten a chance to listen to your K-Fan interview.
Well, I go on every week.
Have you been going
Every
every week, or
week.
was that your first week?
Dang.
That was my third time.
Okay.
But now it'll be since like football is like
What is
died
it?
down and
Wild? Are
everything.
you talking about Wild?
Oh yeah, we talk a little Wild. We talk a little Gophers, and we kind of talk everything. But we'll start talking about more, not as much just hockey soon. But it's kind of like a 25-minute segment.
Will you be talking about heated rivalry?
I don't think Paul wants to talk about heated rivalry, but I could ask, Hey, what do you think?
Hey. It's
Hey,
a thought.
here's a
Paul,
really
have you ever been to the boy
Crazy
aquarium?
variable. Yeah, there you
I think
go.
he'd shoot that down. I think I'd be too scared anyways.
Well, I don't know, according to my notes, if I have more to talk about. That's besides the point. I think there's probably some U18 women's worlds like this, like who's going to play where and stuff that we could get into. But I think we will have more time to talk about that in the next couple weeks too.
Next week when Abby Murphy's here.
Yeah, we're gonna ask Murph about it.
Don't worry, guys. Now I know, and I'll text her.
Other than that, the only other series we didn't talk about was the Badgers coming to Lee and Penny this weekend.
I know. I'm actually really excited for that.
Are you gonna be there?
No. I'll be
Oh, you're up
Bemidji
north, yeah.
with the Gopher series.
Are you doing color on both
Gophers.
games?
Well, I'm actually. We'll see. They asked me to for the Saturday game, but I got to work the Gopher men's game. So I'm trying to figure that out.
Are they Gopher men up there?
No.
They're down
So I
here.
got to come home.
Yikes. You got to be busy.
So we'll see.
You're going to be a busy lady.
I know. Isn't that always the case?
That is always the case. Well, for somebody as busy as you to spend time talking about women's hockey with me when nobody wants to talk about it makes me feel really grateful. So thank you, Olivia.
I love you.